For anybody in intentional relationships, emotionally intentional relationships, it is very important that you are able to manage your emotions, your uncomfortable emotional situations, without being impulsive, without being destructive, without being in your feelings. Limits to which you can manage that uncomfortable emotional situation, that uncomfortable emotional circumstances. The limit which you can take is what is referred to as emotional tolerance threshold. My name is Joy, and you're welcome to yet another episode of Healthy Relationships and Mental Health Awareness with Joy. We're still in the month of November. We're still talking about coping mechanisms and healthy and strategies to healthy relationships. If you are not in an intentional relationship, you are not in an emotionally intentional relationship, there is no point thinking about strategies, coping strategies for a healthy relationship. So the first thing to do is be sure you are in a emotional, or you are in an emotionally intentional relationship. Now, if you know you are you are in an emotionally intentional relationship, then you should also start thinking about how to make your relationship work. Trust me, relationships require effort. Relationships require effort. Relationships like a job. It requires effort. I'm not saying that all relationships require too much effort, but every relationship require effort. Effort on both parts of both parties, both individuals in the relationship, especially in an emotionally intentional one. And so the need for emotional tolerance. We've talked about how to maintain healthy relationships. We talked about communication. We talked about a whole lot of things. But today we're talking about emotional tolerance threshold. Emotional tolerance is your ability to be able to manage uncomfortable emotional situations without being impulsive, without being destructive, without being in your feelings. If you are able to manage these situations, then it's possible for you to be able to resolve conflicts without issues. It's possible for you to be able to resolve conflicts without issues. So it is very important that for anybody in intentional relationships, emotionally intentional relationships, it is very important that you are able to manage your emotions, your uncomfortable emotional situations, without being impulsive, without being destructive, without being in your feelings.